they love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
That is definitely what we call a defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Jackson now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
At the 18-yard line.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. This is a 26-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ravens 3, Cowboys nothing.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What did they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Hey, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
25 yards.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
Well, the second down throw on target. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down. Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but it'll be second down.
That was pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue, almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, helped force the incompletion.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And a Cowboy first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. The give is to Elliott. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Tim Williams on the
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Prescott from the gun. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott completes it right side to Cooper. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Dallas.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Marlon Humphrey on the tackle.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
At the Ravens' 10-yard line.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now left side on the swing pass. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Sliding out of the... And the Cowboys are in the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Ravens 10, Cowboys 7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
10 at the 42-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Chidobe Awuzie on the tackle. It's a loss of a yard.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
6-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 31 yards there and a 1st down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
At the 40-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down.
Marlon Humphrey on the cover.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as the Ravens push further out in front. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead is now 13.
Kick is good. Makes the score Ravens 20, Cowboys 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott.
Well, anytime down here in the red zone that you can get a running back going lateral to the line of scrimmage, that's a plus for the defense. We all hear about the offensive guys saying, get north and south, get upfield. They didn't allow it at all on that play.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Ravens have got it.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Ball carrier.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Another run here. Dobbins gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Ball carrier.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains. It was enough to get them a first down, and it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll go again with Dobbins. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Again, the ball carrier.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Well, now the 3rd-year man out of Rutgers, it's Gus Edwards. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Tackle made.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jackson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. It's the fullback. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after.
Extra point.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Ravens 27, Cowboys 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. On first down, Elliott. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Complete to number
CeeDee Lamb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14.
Makes the score Ravens 27, Cowboys 14.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, break into football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The rookie CeeDee Lamb, the intended receiver. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.